Hey everyone, and welcome back to Business Breakdowns. Take a second and think about your fridge or pantry. We can almost guarantee you'll find at least one of these: a bottle of Heinz ketchup, a box of Kraft mac and cheese, maybe some Oscar Mayer bacon. These aren't just products, they're pieces of American culture. They felt permanent, untouchable. That's why it was such a huge deal a decade ago when two of the biggest investing legends on earth decided to merge them into a single $45 billion mega company. It was supposed to be an unstoppable empire. But today, that empire is breaking up. This is the story of how the Kraft Heinz merger became a $45 billion lesson in what happens when business strategy fails to listen to the consumer. The news broke in September 2025. Kraft Heinz announced it would split into two separate, publicly traded companies. One company, currently called Global Taste Elevation, gets the growth stars: Heinz ketchup, Philadelphia cream cheese, and Kraft mac and cheese. The other, called North American Grocery, gets the legacy brands: Oscar Mayer, Lunchables, Kraft Singles, and Maxwell House. The official reason? The company had become too complex and couldn't focus. But the real reasons are so much deeper. Let's rewind to 2015. Billionaire Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway and the Brazilian private equity firm 3G Capital masterminded a mega merger. Their strategy wasn't a secret. It was called zero-based budgeting. The goal: squeeze every ounce of profit out of these beloved brands through ruthless efficiency. And it worked, for a little while. But there was a massive, unforeseen problem. While they were busy cutting costs, they were starving the brands. Consumers started wanting healthier, less processed foods. Why would a family pay $3 for Heinz when the store brand right next to it costs less than $1? The house of cards began to collapse. In 2019, in a moment of stunning honesty, Kraft Heinz admitted its iconic brands weren't worth what it paid for them. It slashed their value by over $15 billion. Since the merger, the stock has lost about 60% of its value. And here's the craziest part of this story. The split was announced. And the company's largest shareholder, Warren Buffett, was furious. He publicly stated that he opposed the move, saying, "It certainly didn't turn out to be a brilliant idea to put them together, but I don't think taking them apart will fix it." Kraft Heinz isn't alone. This is part of a huge trend. Kellogg's split up. Keurig Dr. Pepper is splitting up. The era of the massive conglomerate is over. The new strategy is focused. Be an expert, not a giant. So what's next? The split will cost an estimated $300 million. The new companies will have two huge tasks: one must prove it can grow globally, and the other must prove it can survive. The breakup of Kraft Heinz is more than a corporate divorce. It's a lesson that you can't just cut costs to win. You have to innovate. You have to listen to consumers. For a much more in-depth analysis of this story, be sure to check out the link to the full article in the description below. But what do you think? Was the merger always doomed to fail? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more breakdowns of the biggest business stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.